All of the people in my life whom I consider to be close friends or colleagues are good thinkers. As a leader, the first person I need to lead is me. The first person that I should try to change is me. Self-centered leaders manipulate when they move people for personal benefit. Mature leaders motivate by moving people for mutual benefit. A word of encouragement from a teacher to a child can change a life. A word of encouragement from a spouse can save a marriage. A word of encouragement from a leader can inspire a person to reach her potential. Time is more valuable than money because time is irreplaceable. Leaders who are kind of insecure or egocentric, they basically sabotage themselves. The unsuccessful person is burdened by learning and prefers to walk down familiar paths. Their distaste for learning stunts their growth and limits their influence. Positional leaders ignore the fact that every person has hopes, dreams, desires, and goals of his own, and leaders must bring their vision and the aspirations of the people they lead together in a way that benefits everyone. The most talented do not always end up as celebrities, and those with less talent often do. Upsets are written into our history and occur around us every day. We don't mature momentarily, but over the long term. Keeping score is for games, not friendships. For more than a decade, I led an organization that put on an elaborate Christmas program each December. It was a big production, with over 250 people participating in more than 20 performances. By the end of the season, everyone who participated was exhausted. When a person starts to talk about their dreams, it's as if something bubbles up from within. Their eyes brighten, their face glows, and you can feel the excitement in their words. Good thinkers always prime the pump of ideas. They always look for things to get the thinking process started, because what you put in always impacts what comes out. People may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. There are two kinds of pride, both good and bad. Good pride represents our dignity and self-respect. Bad pride is the deadly sin of superiority that reeks of conceit and arrogance. Teamwork makes the dream work, but a vision becomes a nightmare when the leader has a big dream and a bad team. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Everything rises and falls on leadership. The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. Success is due to our stretching to the challenges of life. Failure comes when we shrink from them. I vividly remember a conversation I had many years ago in 1974, which marked a turning point in my leadership journey. I was sitting at a Holiday Inn with my friend, Kurt Campmeyer, when he asked me if I had a personal growth plan. I didn't. In fact, I didn't even know you were supposed to have one. Leaders who fail to prune their pride will meet demise. That's not a guess. It's a guarantee. With pride, it's not a matter of if we will fall, but when. There are no exceptions. Look at our society. Everyone wants to be thin, but nobody wants to diet. Everyone wants to live long, but few will exercise. Everybody wants money, yet seldom will anyone budget or control their spending. Ranking among the greatest Christmas movie classics, It's a Wonderful Life tells a beautiful story about the priceless value of relationships. The experience of pain or loss can be a formidably motivating force. It seems the older you get, the more life comes into focus. One of the roles of the presidency is to lead a political party. Having a president in office is usually a huge advantage to a party because it gives the party a mouthpiece and an advocate at the highest level. The dreams and passions stored within hearts are powerful keys which can unlock a wealth of potential. All good leaders are connectors. They relate well and make people feel confident about themselves and their leader. When you are full of pride on the inside, it makes you stiff, stubborn, and creates strife with others. Remember, man does not live on bread alone. Sometimes he needs a little buttering up. We choose what attitudes we have right now, and it's a continuing choice. You will never fulfill your destiny doing work you despise. The best way a mentor can prepare another leader is to expose him or her to other great people. The first time you say something, it's heard. The second time, it's recognized. And the third time, it's learned. An ability to make decisions is one of the principal reasons executives fail. Deficiency in decision-making ranks much higher than lack of specific knowledge or technical know-how as an indicator of leadership failure. How do leaders serve their people? They may pay good wages and treat employees with respect. Pride deafens us to the advice or warnings of those around us. The best leaders are readers of people. They have the intuitive ability to understand others by discerning how they feel and recognizing what they sense. If you want to reach the top, don't run over others. Likely, the only way you'll reach the top is to be carried there by others. Learn to say no to the good so you can say yes to the best. To add value to others, one must first value others. Time management is an oxymoron. Time is beyond our control, and the clock keeps ticking regardless of how we lead our lives. Priority management is the answer to maximizing the time we have. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. Most people want to avoid pain, and discipline is usually painful. Failed plans should not be interpreted as a failed vision. Visions don't change, they are only refined. Plans rarely stay the same and are scrapped or adjusted as needed. Be stubborn about the vision, but flexible with your plan. Live to learn, and you will really learn to live. Leadership is influence. The greatest mistake we make is living in constant fear that we will make one. Enjoyment is an incredible energizer to the human spirit. Without failure, there is no achievement. If you are a leader, you should never forget that everyone needs encouragement, and everyone who receives it, young or old, successful or less than successful, unknown or famous, is changed by it. The difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and response to failure. Have the humility to learn from those around you. People who add value to others do so intentionally. I say that because to add value, leaders must give of themselves, and that rarely occurs by accident. Success comes to those who have an entire mountain of gold that they continually mine, not those who find one nugget and try to live on it for 50 years. Every person has a longing to be significant, to make a contribution, to be a part of something noble and purposeful. Your attitude towards failure determines your altitude after failure. To remain a credible leader, I must always work first, hardest, and longest on changing myself. This is neither easy nor natural, but it is essential. Family and friendships are two of the greatest facilitators of happiness. A minute of thought is greater than an hour of talk. Policies are many, principles are few. Policies will change. Principles never do. In the end, people are persuaded not by what we say, but by what they understand. Everyone has the potential to become an encourager. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to have it all together. All you have to do is care about people and initiate. As you get older, time speeds up, but life slows down. People who use time wisely spend it on activities that advance their overall purpose in life. Ideas have a short shelf life. You must act on them before the expiration date. When your dream is bigger than you are, you only have two choices: give up or get help. Educators take something simple and make it complicated. Communicators take something complicated and make it simple. Life can be boring unless you put some effort into it. Good leaders must communicate vision clearly, creatively, and continually. However, The vision doesn't come alive until the leader models it. Growth is the great separator between those who succeed and those who do not. When I see a person beginning to separate themselves from the pack, it's almost always due to personal growth. A lack of realism in the vision today costs credibility tomorrow.